happened, and now they're overseeing it.
Just what happened? What's the problem with Mobouy dump?
The problem with Mobouy is the toxic waste in Mobouy. The amount of it, we don't know exactly what's in it. We've heard reports of different toxins being in it, but we're not sure what. And the potential, the catastrophe is that the city's drinking water could become contaminated by it, and the whole city could be poisoned.
Here's where all I read the books from the secretaries who were trying to warn their bosses about the reservoir leaching. There was mention of there's certain chemicals, can't remember the names exactly, but it was a hazard. The secretary was telling the bosses that there was leaching under the Faughan, and that she was trying to tell the bosses, but it kept saying to no avail. For a few months, this same secretary, I don't know who she is. I've read it and look, there's evidence everywhere.
What's these receipts for?
This is all the dump. Whoever dumped stuff out here, the receipts are here for what was dumped. No matter who was it.
And what did you say about the secretary?
The secretary wrote letters to the bosses warning them that whoever was checking the reservoir where everything was being fly tipped by DuPont, that it was cracked and was leaching under the Faughan, which is our drinking water once again. And every time over a space of like 4 or 5 months it said to no avail. So obviously that secretary was well aware of the dangers that they were causing and about the scale of the matter, and they every time says no to no avail. So obviously the bosses knew what was happening and just ignored it, knowing it was all going to just come to a standstill. But if there's anything they're salvageable. Like her books was all here, and she wrote clearly that she was trying to warn them, but nothing was done obviously. Yeah, they're charging them £1,000 a tonne, and in one day they done 18 tonne. There's Custer, Derry City Council, all the council stuff. It's averaging, whatever it's been done, it's averaging £1,000 a tonne.
So somebody's being paid £1,000 of per tonne to dump companies' waste here?
Yeah. There's professionals in tyre recycling. I don't think there's such thing. There was 1,000 tyres burnt here one night, and the fire brigade wouldn't even come over the gate because the place is so toxic. So they were aware of it. where everybody drove past and seen all the escape lorries coming through here. All the household waste would have been processed and whatever, no. But it was all a smoke screen to get the big money from the chemical companies. You know.
Tell me this, where would the chemical waste would come in here too?
Yeah, well,
and where would they put that?
Here, the chemical, anybody I talked to was doing fly tipping, done it at night time. And they done it in the reservoir up here, and then the reservoir at the back. You know, and that's the reservoir that the girl who will come forward when she sees this video. It was warning their bosses about the leaching from the cracked reservoir, and it was leaching into our drinking water in the Faughan. And it was chemicals that they had to dump at night. They were so toxic, and everybody was everybody's afraid to speak who was doing this fly tipping.
So the chemical waste was taken from this site and dispersed in the surrounding fields?
See, at night time, the chemicals wouldn't have came through the household. It would have went straight from dew pond to the reservoirs at night time.
And covered up
everywhere
then?
Was surrounded, and people with walkie-talkies, everything was locked down, you know what I mean? But I've got actually a bit of the incinerator. We cut it. The incinerator was lay across. If you want to go out and see through that gate there's an alleyway that you can't see it from the Google Earth or none. It goes across that back lane where the pipe was, and then that's where they used it. They had an incinerator there. I happen to have about a 4 foot length of the pipe. But just, you go over here now, you'll see. From here, the second RSD down, there was a big horizontal burner and a big incinerating box in the end. I do not know don't know what they were burning. Well, obviously they wanted to get rid of it, but they applied for an incinerator and were refused. They had one here, Patton, and so whatever they were burning was those, but obviously important enough to go against the planning permission and put one here anyway.
So they were told they can't have an incinerator here, but they put one anyway?
I didn't know they weren't allowed one until last week at the meeting, where Dicey says that whenever they applied for one, they kicked up a fuss because they didn't want one in the area. But they had one hidden along here.
And they were incinerating chemical waste?
They were incinerating something. If somebody can do like a chemical analysis on the pipe, I'm more than happy to keep on the pipe at 4 foot of it, put away. Walked away from this, and there was millions of pounds worth of stuff here. They just walked away.
There's what?
There was millions of pounds worth of materials. Everything on here was worth a lot of money, like, and they just ran away.
Obviously, they made that much money.
You can see it.
They don't care.